Is that Philly I see entering the let's expose these hairstylists for who the hell they are?
Oh, Philly, y'all gotta explain some of those hairstylists out there. Because y'all, I had to run this story back after connecting some dots. It's too unprofessional to ignore, so stay tuned. Hey bestie, welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, my name is Kai. I'm a beauty brand designer and strategist, and on my channel we talk about the worlds of beauty business, branding, marketing, celebrities, influencers, and any sketchy shit that's trending online. My goal is to help you level up your brand and be more intentional about who you give your time and attention to. If that sounds good to you, then hit subscribe and join the family. We'd love to have you. And if you are returning, thank you for being here. You could be anywhere in YouTube's 2.49 billion user space, but you're here and I truly appreciate it. So get comfy, okay girl, because this is gonna be a good one. Okay, so for today's video, we are continuing the Surviving Unprofessional Beauty Businesses series, where I dig into businesses with too many unprofessional reviews. We're going to be focusing in on a hairstylist out in Philly who has clients talking, and not in a good way. Like, my ladies understand that feeling you get when you are finally getting your hair done by a hairstylist that everyone raves about, only for them to be so damn unprofessional that it ruins the whole experience. So yeah, we're getting into that today. Okay, so here's the breakdown of this video. First, we'll go into the background of the stylist, giving you just a little context so you can kind of understand who she is, where she's from, why I'm talking about her. Second, we'll go into the social media audit, where I'll run down some criteria that I have for beauty business professionals and what they should have on their social media to make booking with them easier. And we'll just see if she checks any boxes off, where she falls in that category. 3, we'll go over the tweets and just stories from everyone that's on social media. Again, these are their own personal stories. I cannot validate whether they are true or not, but we're gonna read them, you know, because you never know. 4, I'm gonna give you some professional stylists that I found, also based on some criteria that I created for a professional stylist, just from a surface level standpoint, since I have not actually booked with any of these stylists because I don't live in Philly. But if you do choose to book with one of them, do your own research. Again, this is just to outweigh the negativity. I want to add some positivity by shining light on people who seem to deserve it, and also help you if you are looking for a stylist in Philly. After that, I will get into my opinion and how I feel about all this mess before concluding the video. All right, so let's get into it. This video is used for educational and entertainment purposes only. The names mentioned in this video are for transparency purposes and to share a real client's experience. My video is not intended to defame or to contribute to the failure of someone's business, but my video is here to provide insights and learning lessons for both consumers and professionals in the beauty industry. For privacy reasons, I will be omitting specific social media account handles. My goal is to foster better business practices, not to instigate harm or cancel anyone's career. All right, with that out of the way, let's get into it. It all started on TikTok.
Is this the Philly chat? Okay, let's get started. This should not come to a shock to you, A1, because you know, me and you have already had our words. Now,
that led me to Twitter.
Hey y'all, so come with me to get my hair done, but before I do that, let me get into the tweet that I tweeted that almost started World War III. Now, you could go to this and you can look for yourself, but there's a lot of hairstylists, and of course, proving everything correct and right, saying that, oh, y'all just started that to try to shut down businesses and da-da-da. No, bitch, y'all are trying to shut down your own businesses. Why are y'all doing it to people? If you go in this thread, the stories were like insane. It was like people, y'all playing with their money, their time, their hair, and playing in their face.
And wow, the flood of negative reviews left about this hairstylist in Philly was just too much to ignore. The stylist we are talking about today is A1 or Ash. She's based in Philly and she specializes in doing wigs and sew-ins. And if you know, you know, okay? With over 22,000 followers on Instagram, she seems to have a solid support and good work. I picked A1 because her reviews were wild. Her unprofessionalism consistently shows up in her clients' feedback, and I wanted to break down where she's falling short. So here's what stood out the most. 1, communication issues. A lot of clients mentioned that she either ghosted them or took way too long to reply to their inquiries. 2, punctuality and reliability. A lot of people said she was always late, overbooked, or just didn't respect their time. Some even felt like they had to clear their whole day just to get their hair done by her, even if they were on time. 3, quality of service. While her work is praised on social media, some clients did state that their hair either didn't last or they had issues with the quality of products that she used. 4, professionalism and accountability. Reviews consistently highlighted the lack of professionalism. She doesn't seem to take accountability for the complaints, and based on recent reviews, she hasn't made any improvements. 5, policies and fees. Hidden fees also seem to be a problem from majority of the people. Some mentioned additional braid down fees that weren't listed on her booking site, among other surprise charges. Now, let's take a look at her social media and booking site. Based on my criteria, here's what I look for when determining if a beauty professional has their shit together online. Clear communication of services and pricing. Everything should be transparent. Professional tone and client engagement. You can tell a lot how they respond or don't to clients. Consistency and policies and updates. Is everything up to date and easy to find? Reputation management. How do they handle complaints? Do they address negative feedback or ignore it? Her page could use some work on multiple points. I want to start with, as you can see in the top section of her Instagram, which is what she predominantly posts her services and talks about her services on, there should be some highlights. You should have some highlights for policies, fees, any updates, reminders, somewhere where if I am a potential client, I could easily get on her page, click through what I need to click, know so that I can know what I need to know before I move on to the link in her bio to book. There's always a good sign if they have a link in their bio for you to book, or just other things that they're involved with, because it allows you to dig more into who they are and their style. So this is her booking site, and she has her times and the days of the weeks that she's available. That's good. Here's her booking policy. So it says non-refundable deposit is required when booking. You have to send payment through Cash App. You have to do that within 10 minutes or your appointment is canceled automatically. Everyone must come washed and dried for all services. So this just validates my point where a lot of people were saying that they did not know they have to pay a braid down fee. I'll get into some stories. There was another fee that someone mentioned that they didn't know they had to pay. They also didn't know that her assistant will be doing the braid downs. So I think that it just needs to be more clear on everything. Your client should have no question. You as a client should have no questions in your mind, because as soon as you go on this stylist page or booking site, you completely know everything that you need to know before coming to your appointment. Everything. And how she talks about her services, it's more like a personal brand. It doesn't give me business vibes. It just gives me someone who's doing this for fun because they're passionate about it. That's all I get from it. There's just a lot of things that are unclear when you go on her social media that definitely could use some improvement. So that's enough for the audit. Let's move on to the next point. Okay, now let's dive deeper into the complaints. Here are some tweets that back up what we just covered. Okay, here's the tweet that started it all. They exposing ATL hairstylists. Let's up a Philly one, because a lot of you suck. Someone says, child, don't even get me started. My first red flag was walking in the shop, and first thing I heard was somebody talking about sucking, D-I-C-K. Excuse me, then why was I arguing with the braider because I came braided, talking about I'm taking money out her pocket? I heard stories about A1 for years now. And no, she made my edges bleed from whatever glue she was using. She was overbooked, unprofessional, and used a Sharpie on my frontal. Someone said, A1 used to be my girl a couple of years ago, but her customer service is horrible and she charged you for every single thing, including the breakdown. And someone else is saying that, yes, A1 acting like she can't effing reply. I sent that girl 3 messages. A1 bad too. She be having you in her shop for hours past your appointment time. She put all her walk-ins before her real clients. Girl, I went to her too. She never even showed up. I was sitting there braided down for a minute. I ended up leaving. I'd avoid A1 at all costs. Okay, so here's some additional fees. The braider who does the braid down wants $25, and someone wants $30 for straight curls or crimps. After your install price, OMG, her work is so good. I've been to her a few times for wig installs. Just her time management seems to be off. You will definitely be in there for some time, and I didn't like I had to pay her assistant for a braid down. Other than that, she was cool. She says she overbooks herself, gives out fake addresses, and keeps people's $50 deposit when she be the one in the wrong. That girl really ripped my hair from my scalp and burned my edges after I waited 8 hours past my appointment time. She's the worst. I was in the chair while she was beefing with her boyfriend. Dude threatens to shoot up the crib while we're in it. Never again. Okay, so here are some video reviews about her services.
Since the whole world is exposing you, I feel like I might as well add my story on too. So first of all, I never really wanted to go to her because I don't deal with bitches with K followers and shit. It's cool for you to have K followers for your personal shit, but anytime a bitch got K followers, girl, she about to K playing your hair. She about to K playing your hair. Anytime a bitch got K followers, she thinks she's that girl. She thinks she can do whatever she wants. So I already was like, ugh. But my friend was like, girl, you got a lot of followers. Like, she probably not gonna play in your face. You know what I'm trying to say? She probably going whatever. So I'm like, all right, right to A1? You know what I'm saying? She tells me that I have an 11 o'clock appointment. You know, sends her my deposit and everything, right? Why the fuck when I get to her appointment, I'm letting y'all know right now. If you getting your hair done from A1, I'm letting you know right now, you ain't going to school, you ain't going to work, you ain't going to pick up your kids, you ain't going no motherfucking where. And bitch, if you're hungry, oh girl, you about to starve. Why do you have me and 12 other bitches here for an 11 o'clock appointment? Why? When I asked her what's her time, she told me 11 o'clock. Why would I ask the other girl? She told, why the fuck are you overbooking all these bitches at the same exact fucking time? Why? Then on top of that, y'all, this was my first time. My first time when I got there, right? My appointment was at 11 o'clock, right? I couldn't find, you know, I'm trying to say the location when I was parking it. She texted me at 11:02 and told me it was a $50 late fee. $50 late fee. So I said, I'm parking. Like, girl, you have to relax. Just for me to get in there. And I waited, y'all. I got in there at 11 o'clock in the morning. I did not get out of her shop until midnight. But you want to text my phone about a fucking $50 late fee? Actually, it probably wasn't $50. It might have been $20. Either fucking way, bitch. You lost your rabbit ass, monkey ass, corny ass mind if you thought that you was going to make me pay for a late fee as I'm not sitting here waiting to get my hair done, dumbass bitch. There's another thing that I do want to say. I'm going to shout your little ass the fuck out. She know how to do hair real good. She know how to do real hair real good, but you won't be there all motherfucking day. So I booked my hair thing. I ordered it from offline. So her booking fees, I think they're like $50 or whatever. Booked my booking fee. The day before mind you, was not the day of. I think it wasn't even the day before. I think it was like 2 days before. I texted her and I said, hey, sis, I'm going to have to reschedule the date because my hair is telling me that my hair is honestly not going to be here until next week. So if I don't have no hair, how the fuck am I going to get my hair done, right? So she tells me it's cool going on and book for next week. Why the fuck this bitch tell me I have to give her another $50 deposit? Another $50 deposit for what? Another $50 deposit for what? Another $50 deposit for what again, bitch? So I'm just giving you another $50 deposit and you didn't even touch my hair the first fucking time, bitch? So what am I paying you? Can y'all please help me understand? What am I paying her another $50 for? You never touched my hair the first fucking time. I told you my hair didn't come. And you tell me I have to book another one, bitch? So because me and, you know, I'm going away on my actual birthday. Can you just curl me up on my birthday? She said, I got you. Texted me and told me to come to her shop at 11 o'clock in the morning again, right? I get there on my birthday and she's nowhere to be the fuck found. I'm like nowhere to be found. So I'm calling her. What's up, bitch? It's my birthday. You told me you was going to hook me up. Oh, I'm going to just have somebody else come up there and curl your hair up. So you told me you was going to curl my hair for my birthday. You played with me, had somebody else give me these rinky-dink ass curls. I gave this girl $40 for what? By the time I got home, they was fucking flat out. This actually happens every time I go to her. But I'm not a hairstylist, so I wouldn't know if I'm tripping or nothing. So when you go to get your hair, whether that's a sew-in or anything, the braiding, that's already included in the thing, right? So that should be included in the price. So this is my thing. If you have braiders at your shop, ain't the person supposed to pay their braiders? So I want to know why A1, after her braiders got done braiding my hair, why I had to pay out of my pocket $20 to them. Sis, I am paying for a whole hairstyle. Why am I coming out of my pocket to pay the braider? Isn't A1 supposed to pay her braiders at the end of every night? You know what I'm trying to say? Ain't that how that's supposed to go? So I didn't know I was supposed to pay for this hairstyle, then also pay the braider. I didn't know that. Because I know damn well when I go into any other place and I go to get my hair done, like the girl Diamond Creation who does my hair right now, she braids my hair up, she does it up. She doesn't, and if she can't braid my hair, or she gets somebody else to braid my hair, she doesn't tell me I have to pay the braider. That's a conversation between her and her braider, okay? So yeah, that's another thing. I don't think I've ever saw the girl wash or blow dry anybody's hair. So a wash and a blow dry is not included. The braiding is not included. Nothing is honestly included. This one time, this was the last time. This is when me and her had her words. This is when me and her had words, whatever. She called herself blocking me. Yeah, bitch, this is why I'm making this video. You wanted to block me, right? You wanted to block me, right? So yeah, this is me finally saying what the fuck I have to say after you wanted to block me, bitch. So for the people who go to A1, did y'all ever notice that she really don't do your hair? So she had a braider braid my hair. She had somebody else sew it up in the back. She had somebody else curl it up for me, and all she did was style the front. Very unprofessional. You'll be there all day. She talked just. Another thing I'm gonna say, I'm not even gonna say this girl's name because I actually like her as a person, but I think that it's crazy how people will give you a service and if you don't like it, they'll get mad at you.
I'm already showered, dressed, put my clothes on. It's 1:40, and now you tell me at 1:40 that basically my appointment is canceled. At 4 o'clock, I text her like, okay, I'll be there at 4:20 because you know it's the time my Uber's gonna get me there. So I had already called my Uber. I called the Uber. I'm so excited. I'm in the crib like, ooh, 3:57. Ooh, I'm about to get slayed. And then I called the Uber and I texted her like, oh, okay, it's gonna get me here 10 minutes early, but let me just double check because you know I don't want to be sitting in this lady's house and she might not be there, or you know somebody in her crib that like, yeah. So I'm like, let me just give her a heads up. Why she gonna text me? I'm not ready yet. I'm gonna have to send you your deposit back unless you can wait till 5. My appointment was for 3:30, and at 6 o'clock you gonna text me that, you know, if I'm just gonna be rushing you, then I can just get my money back. You're right. Another hour, y'all. It is now 8:30. 8:30 on June 16th. My hair is not done. I'm in South Philly, and I'm burnt out of $50 at this point. So I'm heated. So you know, I'm on Instagram. I'm like, listen, y'all, don't book with A1. Ooh. Don't book with B2 because she's unprofessional. You know, she's like, this is ridiculous. Like, now I gotta like blow up your phone for you to send me my money back. Like, that's really, really weird. On Instagram. Let me tell y'all why 4 or 5 girls hit me about B2 within 10 minutes. I posted, I'm like, you know, this girl, don't book with this girl. She's messy, she's unprofessional, she cancels last minute, don't want to send your deposits back. Like, it's just not that deep, you know. I did end up getting my deposit back. But, you know, if you're from Philly, you already know who I'm talking about. And if you don't, you can hit my DM and I'll let you know. Don't go to B2.
So as you can see, a lot of the stories, reviews, and feedback all had similar themes, really just backing everything that I had to say in the prior segment. Now, I don't want to only focus on the negative. Let's shift gears and highlight some professional hairstylists in Philly who are doing it right. Here's the checklist I used to determine if the hairstylist is worth booking. 1. Clear and detailed service descriptions. There's no guesswork when you book. 2. Transparent pricing and no hidden fees. What you see is what you get. 3. Timeless and respect for client schedules. They value your time. 4. Great communication. You're never left wondering about your appointment. 5. Strong online presence with positive engagement. They handle their reputation well. Based on those criteria, here are a few stylists that checked most, if not all, of the boxes. And I will leave as much detail as I can. You can take a screenshot, and I will also include the information in the description box. Okay, now here's my 2 cents. Too many stylists are ignoring how their unprofessional behavior is affecting their clients. When you run a business, you need to be accountable for how you treat your clients and how your brand is perceived. It does matter. Here's a comment that someone left me on one of my videos that I completely agree with. I think sometimes business owners do not think or plan for longevity and stability for their business, making bad choices from money they can make now, not thinking how this is going to affect your business in the long run. Was the quick cash grab worth it? It's baffling how many businesses operate off of clout without any regard to building trust with their clients. Your brand is a part of your legacy, and people will always remember how you made them feel, especially when it's negative. But when it comes to a business, there are ways that you are supposed to handle yourself, and I just think she has a lot of work to do. Personally, I would never have booked with her. I don't understand how so many people continue to book with her despite all of her negative reviews. guys, don't get so excited because you see someone with 22,000 followers and their work is great. Do your research, take your time, and become more knowledgeable about that person before you book with them. Honestly, just people like this should not even be in business, should not even be allowed to take people's money until they've fixed and made improvements on their business, because this is literally insane. If these occurrences and stories and reviews are true, she just does not need to be in business. This is completely just crazy. I'm just so tired of these brands doing this to people, and y'all gotta stop falling for it. Enough is enough. I mean, does it give me content? Yes, but I still want you guys to do better, okay? Okay, so that is it for today's episode. I hope this video helps you spot the red flags when booking a beauty professional. If you have any questions or experiences you want to share, drop them in the comments below. I would love to hear your thoughts. Make sure to check the description box for more information on the stylist that I recommended. Until next time, take care of yourself. Be mindful of who you give your time, attention, and money to. And remember, the internet never forgets, especially over here on this channel. Okay, bye.